But I have the 4 steaks that I'm cooking for my children. And I have the small tomatoes from HelloFresh because I said, why waste food? The potatoes from HelloFresh. I have the 4 potatoes from HelloFresh in here. Okay. I know I didn't say tomatoes now. Come on, Angie. I know you're tired, but get it together. All right. So let them cook. They turn out to be really good. Moving around. Move these potatoes around. Okay? And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Wednesday to you. So I added some olive oil in here. I did a cross like this towards the pan till you get to the end. Add your olive oil. Let the pan heat. Then you put your steak in. And then let it cook for 3 minutes on each side. 3 minutes on each side. Then you'll cook it for 5 minutes on each side. It don't take a long time to cook steak. But I like my steak to cook quiet because it just tastes so good when you're not stressing it out, okay? I have a little surprise here later that I'm going to show you that I made for myself in the air fryer. So what I did with that is the turkey meat that I did, add a little bit of water, and I add a little bit of butter after they turn to like 15 minutes, okay? So I put the wings in with aluminum foil and a little bit of water, and I added some butter, okay, after 15 minutes, okay? And then after 15 minutes, you flip it over, the wings over, and then you season it a little bit. After you season it for 10 minutes, you put it in the air fryer for a good about 15 minutes, and I got to show you the finished result. So I'm just going to finish with the potatoes. I don't know why I always be wanting to say tomatoes. I don't know why. Maybe because I can't eat them no more because I got acid reflux. But anyway, we're going to keep on moving through the video. Alright, so I'm going to flip them over. I'm just going to show you how pretty they look. If you cook them slow, cook them slow. Don't stress your steak out, any meat. Because you want to get all that flavor in there, okay? So this is how it's looking so far. Okay, we're going to keep on going. Alright. So, how I did the onions, I cut them in the round, so I made 4. So I'm going to let this cook down a little bit, then I'm going to add the onions on top of the steak. And the reason why I add the onions on top of the steak, because it keeps that flavor in there. It keeps that flavor in there, okay? Alright, so let's continue to move. Potatoes doing what they need to do. So I'm going to leave them alone for now. So now I'm just going to take my time and flip the steak over. Isn't that some beautiful steak though? It's beautiful. So I'm going to take the onions and it's just sitting lightly on top of that steak. Just like this. I'm most definitely going to show you what I did. Okay. Alright. I got my stove on 5. I'm going to stir these potatoes up a little bit more. So I want these potatoes lightly fried. Lightly fried. Okay? So I'm going to turn this burner down to 3 and just let them cook. I think it needs a little stirring. Okay. So it's coming out so far. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for visiting Angie's Place, y'all. I'm not going to talk too much in the video. I'm just going to keep on moving. Thanks for having you here. It's good to see you again. Okay. So I'm going to let these potatoes sit there for a moment. Okay. Alright. So what I'm going to do is take this steak. You hold the steak and the onion like that. Turn it over. You hold it like this. Turn it over. You hold it together. Turn it over. The onions with the steak. Turn it over. Okay? And all that simmer in that steak. Okay? We talk about something good. You can smell it already. This house is smelling so good over here. Alright? Alright? Working with these potatoes. Potatoes looking gorgeous, y'all. It's looking gorgeous. Looking gorgeous. Okay. So, let's see what we got in here. Oh, we got some parsley. So, let me rinse this parsley off. Okay. Lightly fried potatoes. Okay? Alright. There we go. I like the way you're cooking. I love the way you're cooking. Alright. So we're going to flip it over. Add those onions on top of the steak. Don't forget about the flip. I showed you about the flip. Okay? And just let it just simmer on down. Now this, when your steak is almost ready, you just don't even want to touch it. You just want to put those onions on top of that steak and just let it sit there. But we're not finished with it just yet. We're not finished. Alright. I'll let it sit there for a moment. Move these potatoes around a little bit more. I think it's time for me to switch burners. There we go. So you want it lightly flavored. Okay? Smelling so good in this kitchen. So I'm going to put all the Miss Dash and alright. So I'm just going to add a little bit of McCormick in those potatoes. So I'm lightly frying the potatoes, okay? All right, I just want them to get soft. Okay, which they are doing. Got the steak going on here. And I have the wings in the air fryer. I did air fryer wings today. And I already know they's going to be delicious. So I gave the rundown on how I did the wings. So you most definitely could take that recipe and use it as long as you say it's from Angie's Place. Look how beautiful those potatoes are turning. Turn out. Okay. The steak is coming out delicious. Okay. Let it cook a little bit more before I turn it one more time. So I'm using olive oil as I cook. I'm using olive oil. Okay. And it's the reason why I'm lightly cooking these fries. Even though they're finished, but I just want to get a little softer. Here, so I'm going to leave them alone. I think I turned them around enough. The steak is cooking nicely. So hold up. I got one more ingredient I want to add to this meal. Okay. Put the onion in here. Now, I know a lot of people don't like avocado. A lot of people don't like avocado, but I love avocado, and I'm going to show you a nice little trick. You know, avocado is good for the heart. It's good for the lungs. It's good for the teeth. You want to start eating healthy, eat you some avocado. It's good. Avocado has helped me a lot when I was having heart palpitations and stuff like that, and I just started eating one like at least 3 times a week, and it actually made a change. So, you know, I read a lot of health books, y'all, so it has helped me out a lot. Look how beautiful those potatoes turned out, okay? So, move around just a little, and I'm going to leave them alone. All right. So I'm cooking steak for the children, but I got a surprise for me, y'all. Just hang around and see. So that steak is cooking nicely. So I'm going to get that steak a good about 10 minutes, and I'll just about finish. Oh yeah, it's turning out really good and delicious. I already know it's going to be good. So, as I move along here, I'm going to get a spoon. The biggest spoon that I have, I'm going to show you a little trick. You can use a spoon, you can use an ice cream dip spoon or whatever you want to do, or ice cream, you know, however. So I'm taking some avocado and I'm going to peel it. Avocado just gets so soft quick, y'all. That's the only thing about avocado. So if you get it and it's hard the first day, sit it like in a bag, but the next day you want to take off that cover because avocado is a very soft vegetable. Okay, so I got kind of messy on my hands, but let me grab another one. All right, let me just turn these potatoes down. So I'm peeling the other avocado. Just hold tight. I'm going to just dip my hands off real quick. Okay, so I can turn the potatoes off. So I'm gonna take the rest of that avocado and peel it. I think I'm finished with this right now. Yeah, I turned it off. So here's the avocados. So I'm just peeling. Now everybody peel their avocado a little different. So to each his own. Alright, so I'm gonna mash the avocado up. You want to mash it down and chop it up. Okay. Just like that. Alright. Turn the steak over. Steak looking so pretty, y'all. Gorgeous. Okay. Alright. So I'm just pushing down the avocado. Or you can get gloves and push your avocado down, however, which way you want to do it. Or sometimes I just take a knife, cut up some pieces in there. It's another way you can do it. Just gonna show you some quick tricks right now. Okay. Got that avocado in here and stir it up. See, that didn't take long at all. Just a little TLC. Okay. Gonna mash it down as much as possible. And like I said, try the avocado, y'all. I'm telling you, it's really good for the heart. I have a testimony. At one time, I couldn't even put my head up. I was having some issues. And I just started eating avocado and vitamin D. And I just started feeling better. And had taken a lot of walks and stuff. And, you know. Avocado, if you let it sit down, it's going to soften. So I think this is the softest we're going to allow it to be. Okay. So look at that beautiful steak that I made. It is delicious. So I rinsed off the parsley. So I'm going to add just a little bit of parsley on top of the steak here. Let's add a little bit on top. I'm going to give it a little turnover in a second. These delicious potatoes, okay? So I'm gonna take those potatoes and just put on the side. Add a little bit of that crisp on it. So after your steak is done, or you're cooking it low, you just put those potatoes in that pot, the same pot, but just let it just get that little crisp. You know, the crisp from the steak, and just move it around a little bit, okay? Just a little. You can just use one side like I'm using. You see that? Just using that one side. Okay. Showing you some tricks, y'all. Now remember, I told you I have something else that I cook in the air fryer, which is the turkey wings. Okay. And as I go back, I add a little bit of aluminum foil. Okay. In the turkey wings. I add the butter. So I laid the aluminum foil down, a little bit of water, and I add a little bit of butter on the turkey wings. I let them cook for about 15 minutes, right? So once they cook for 15 minutes, what you want to do is just let it cook. Don't even touch them because they're fine. Okay? Don't season or anything like that. Let it cook with a little bit of butter, aluminum foil, a little bit of water, okay? Maybe 2 or 3 teaspoons of water, okay? Then, as it finished cooking, I want you to go back. When it goes off, the air fryer go off, put your seasoning in. Let it cook for another 10 minutes. And then after you let it cook for a good 10 minutes, you go back and put your barbecue sauce or turkey and let it cook it on 5 minutes. So altogether, you're going to do 25, 10 more minutes, 25, 30, 35, good 40 minutes. You talking about some good, delicious turkey wings, okay? Tell me Angie Price told you about that meal and you're talking about something delicious, okay? All right, so I'm just moving that parsley around in the middle of the pot, okay? You might as well say we're finished. Okay, so I'm gonna get the dishes ready here. All right, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna keep on moving, okay? I'm gonna add just a little bit more parsley in this pan. I just can't wait to show y'all the finished results, and which will be in 3 minutes because I'm finished, okay? So I'm just moving things around right here. All right, and so what I used was the pure olive oil here. I used the McCormick right here. I added some parsley leaves here. And I think I'm going to add that Capital Mambo sauce, just a tap to that steak. Just a tap, y'all. And you know what? I'm going to set it to the side in case my daughter say, Mommy, I'm just going to stay away from it for today. But you're talking about something good on your steak as well. But I'm going to keep on moving, y'all. I'm going to keep on moving because I don't like to cook my steak for too long. Okay? I like to cook for enough. That's it. You don't want to overcook your food. Okay? That's the key to cooking. You can cook, but you don't overcook. Okay, I'm just going to move the avocado and the onion peels that I use to the side. Okay. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on moving. All right. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to dry this plate. It's nothing like the finished results, y'all. And I'm ready to show you how it turned out. The meal has turned out to be. Okay? So, we got the steak. We got the avocado. Okay. So, what you want to do in that avocado, you know that parsley that I just had? So, what I'm going to do is get some parsley from the pan, just a little bit. I'm stirring that parsley and that avocado. Look at that, it looks so pretty. And just stir it up. I'm gonna use a little bit of mustache and the avocado and the little parsley I added in there. Okay, and that's all you need. Nothing else. You don't want to over season parsley with the avocado. This is enough. And you're talking about something tastes so good. Okay? All right. So let's move that to the side. Now, let's take the steak out. The steak is ready. So the steak. And look, I don't even eat steak anymore. I want to eat something today. It smells so delicious. That's the other piece of steak. It's smelling so good. And just grab these onions in here. Those onions and potatoes. Whoa. Woo. So, what I'm adding is a. Remember I told you about the ice cream cone or whatever you have, or a big spoon. There you go. You add it to the side of your dish, and you can even eat this avocado with any potatoes or whatever you have. All right, you don't have to season it no more, but look at this meal, honey. Look at this delicious meal. Okay. Ooh-wee. So there you have it. I have the potatoes. I have the steak, the avocado, and the onions. Look at that meal. Now, this is the type of meal that people go to the restaurants for. Okay? And Angie Place cooked it in her home. Less than an hour. Nice, delicious steak meal. Okay? That's it. That's all. I add a little bit of avocado right there. Ooh, ooh. Yes. Another meal prepared by Angie's Place. It smells so delicious in here. You know, I open up my window sometimes. My neighbor's like, what are you cooking today? What are you cooking today? Your food is so good. I had a cookout years ago that I stayed up 2 days. 2 days, y'all. I kid you not. Preparing food. And people was taking plates home. And they had an awesome time. So, there you have it. Angie's steak, onion, avocado, potato. Delicious meal. Only at Angie's Place. They don't give me my credits, but one day they will. Thank you for visiting Angie's Place. I hope you enjoy my life, this quick, beautiful meal. Have you a good day, and most definitely have you a good night. And remember, if nobody told you they love you today, Angie's Place do. Come back and see me soon. Thank you, and take care of yourself. Love yourself and love someone else. See you later. Less than an hour.